Play, and today we're going up against. If you're enjoying the series or if this is your favorite,
Both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee at the sold-out Bradley Center. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And as we take a look here at Brook Lopez, guys, give us some thoughts.
You know, here's what I'll say about him. Most guys, when they're on fire, they hate getting to the end of a quarter because maybe they sit down, take a rest, and they lose their groove. Not him. I mean, he seems to stay hot no matter how long of a break he has to take.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm, absolutely off the charts.
Yeah, it's definitely a great atmosphere to be part of. The fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it's like they get more and more excited with each win.
Williams. Terry against Knight. 5 to shoot. From the baseline. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers in Indiana.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd. And, you know, out of Turkey, Ersan Ilyasova, interesting combination of talents. I mean, he's one of the more intriguing guys in the league when you watch him closely. He's not the biggest or the burliest, but he's got a toughness about him that shows itself on the offensive glass. He's also a really good outside shooter, able to play that spread 4 role.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Butler against Williams. Pass to Lopez. Shot left block. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And Clark, you mentioned Ilyasova. He had that breakthrough season in 2011 and 12, and after the early slump, continued to deliver Steve last year.
Well, he's a great combination of being an outside shooter but having interior toughness. And I think he defines kind of the modern-day hybrid 4. He's a power forward who can guard multiple positions on the perimeter.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Passes it to Garnett. From 18 feet away, and good on the basket. Book it. Here's Knight. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Outside Mayo. Back to Knight from downtown. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, remember that game? They went right down to the wire. But it came down right to the end. But the bench points seemed to be the difference in that game.
And stolen by Knight. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. And Butler gets it to go. Now Now here's Williams. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. The bench play, Clark, really the difference in that one.
I agree. Production from the bench was significant. When it comes like that, it's a gift.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Here's Knight, following the score by Kevin Garnett. Ilyasova can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Now here's Williams, averaging 19 points per contest.
Well, it's been an interesting few years for Darren Williams and a lot of controversy involving his coaches. So Williams looking for stability and also I think looking for maybe an improved reputation as this season unfolds.
It up, and this next one could give them the lead. Going back to Williams Clark and the coaching change, do you think he had a hand in that or not? It's so hard to speculate.
It really is, Kevin. I agree with you there. I think it's overblown, quite honestly. You have to remember, playing in the Big Apple, the storylines will abound, true or not, and they sometimes can take on a life of their own.
Well, the same thing happened in Utah now, too, under him.
Yeah, well, again, I think some of that, there may have been a little bit to it, but again, I think overblown is the best way to look at it.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, despite tying things up, he's still shaking his head, knowing he could have given them the lead.
Mayo, that's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Goes up on the wing. Shot by Johnson, no good.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
And that one's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
That's trailed by 4. Here's Augustine, and the shot is good. Augustine's got his first 2 points. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. It seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
Now here is Augustine. O.J. Mayo missing his last shot. Augustine passes to Plumlee. It's rebounded by Mayo. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. They're looking to break the tie on this season series, and I asked him what he thought might be a key factor. He said it always seems to come down to getting a stop. We have to get our hands up to contest shots, or as we often do, even send them back. That's how we'll win this game. Sounds like a plan, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. It'll be interesting to see how that defensive mindset serves them here in the first half.
Yeah, it will be, Kevin, because if they come out with the right frame of mind and they don't have much success early, you know, the game plan's going to have to change in a big hurry.
And even so, Steve, I think the defensive approach Doris talked about is exactly the one they should employ.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Delfino kicks to Harris. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Udo dishes to Harris. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. That's good from Harris. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Chalmers pass to Shenjeli. Dishes to Teletovic. Inside. The shot's good from Plumlee.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Harris against Chalmers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Udo kicks to Delfino. And the the shot is good. Delfino's got his first basket of the night. Augustine with it. With 1 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Nets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Down the first one. And Brooklyn making a change here. Both free throws, good from Augustine. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
On tap next Monday, March 3rd, the Utah Jazz go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. The East against the West. Big time hoops coming your way.
Got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Brooklyn trailing.
Well, the Bucks playing here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, one of the older arenas in the NBA at around a quarter century. And the Bucks have said they'll leave Milwaukee after the 2017 season unless a new arena is built.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Chalmers is out there with Livingston, and it's Terry in at the 3 spot. Here's Neal after the made shot from Livingston. Neal gets a screen from Harris. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Delfino. Connects from 3-point range. Delfino's got 5 points so far. And back to the arena situation here in Milwaukee. This is one of the smaller markets in the NBA. Steve, that can make it tougher to get an arena done.
Well, there's a potential change in ownership that has moved over guys. Well, obviously, we all want to see the team stay in Milwaukee. A lot of great history here going way back. So hopefully an arena deal will get done.
And here is Harris after the 3-pointer from Delfino.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Terry dishes to Chalmers. And he gets it to go. Chalmers has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Jay in that last game against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He ended with 11 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by Steve his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Terry outside. There's the pass to Lopez. Fades and shoots. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach.
Up top, Knight. He's guarded by Williams. And the foul called on Larry Sanders. That's foul number 2 for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. Taylor's checked in. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent, respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader, and his basketball IQ off the chart. So I think he's one of the few guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
Sanders passes to Ilyasova. Here's Knight, 6 to shoot. And again, another one in from Sanders. Sanders has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Now here's Garnett. He's got 6. Johnson kicks to Garnett. Shoots. Another miss by Johnson.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Shot's good from Butler.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Pass to Lopez. Shoots it. Good on the short little jump shot. Lopez has got 6 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Plumlee is checked in for Brooklyn. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Kevin Garnett. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Larry Drew said to his team. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter.
Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but, you know, he led the league in ejections, too, with 5. He's got to control and manage his emotions a little better.
Here is Knight after Joe Johnson's score. Here's Sanders, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Back to Sanders, he said he's taking steps to keep his composure, not getting to other players and feel the wrath of officials. Those technicals were piling up.
Well, Kevin, he's already made some nice strides in his approach to the game, just eating right, getting to the gym early. You know, you really have to learn how to become a professional, and I think Sanders has made that next step.
No good on the free throw. Lopez, he's checked in for Plumlee. Good on the second free throw. For Brooklyn. They've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Williams. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Williams has got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn. Knight kicks to Ilyasova. And the 3 off target.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Now here's Lopez. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Denver.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Williams against Knight. The feed to Middleton. Back to Knight. A 3. The rebound by Teletovic. Now Augustine jacks up a 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Nets out in front, up by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know, it's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's halftime on 2K Sports. Keep it right here as we break down the first half. The Nets doing well so far, having their way on offense, and that may be an understatement. They simply can't miss. On the other side, Milwaukee just keeps scrapping. They're actually looking to push their current winning streak to 5. Larry Sanders giving them a nice boost. He's got 7 points and has been looking really good in terms of shot selection, shooting it well.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Without question, Darren Williams displaying his skills today.
Yeah, what a remarkable half, the way he attacked the rim and scored in the paint. Defenders that were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Mayo out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Larry Drew. Lopez, no luck. Bucks trail by 3. And here is Knight. And Ilyasova kicks us in. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A shot by Knight, no good. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw.
And Kevin Garnett, remember last year in Boston, played a lot of center, but now with the Nets will most likely go back to his natural power forward spot, playing alongside Brooke Lopez.
Now here's Lopez. 6 points for him. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. You mentioned Kevin Garnett at center. He's listed at 6'11". But I don't know, Clark. He looks taller than that, but he's really stuck on that 6'11" size.
Yeah, a lot of guys want to stay south of 7 feet. I don't know why. It's something psychological or personal. Guys just feel better about being listed under 7 feet tall. But the key with him is he's always played like a 7-footer, a very skilled and productive 7-footer at that. You know, one part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
And he's good on the second. And for Joe Johnson, as you mentioned, Clark, great size, and he's comfortable, truly, Steve, from shooting anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and whether it's a spot up or off the dribble, he can go either direction. He's so strong, excellent ball handling ability. But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player.
A shot by Knight, no good.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Williams dishes to Terry. Back to Williams. Garnett left side. Just 5 to shoot. Terry the pass to Johnson. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Knight with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Knight with it. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Pachulia, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Harris comes in for Brandon Knight. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the Bucks miss again. Brooklyn leading by 3. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. It's hauled in by Butler.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Harris. Drilled from 11 feet out. Harris has got 7.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And a look at some of the numbers for Jason Terry. He's definitely been getting the job done since the All-Star break. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Lopez gets a screen from Johnson. Lopez kicks to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Chalmers dishes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He told his guys that they needed to be much more patient at the offensive end. They're wasting possessions, he said, with bad shot selection. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's the bet. The make from Harris. Percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group Jason Terry for.
Man, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Delfino kicks to Ilyasova.
And made the most of it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Awesome, you're right.
What makes him hard to defend is his ability to receive a pass and get off an accurate shot in one quick, fluid motion. So you better beware of where he is on the floor at all times.
One of the premier catch-and-shoot guys in the league, Steve. There's no question about it.
Here's Harris after the made shot from Chalmers. Here's Delfino. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Brook Lopez. What a string of games he's put together here lately. I mean, he's in high gear. Check out the stats. 7th in blocks. And, of course, he's in the top 15 in rebounding, so a very strong presence in the paint.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low-post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
And the Bucks with some changes. Sanders comes in for Ilyasova, and Middleton subbed in for Caron Butler. And Delfino drops them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line.
Johnson outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's off the... Harris outside. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Harris has got 8 points here in this quarter. Now here's Garnett. He has 6. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. Harris, right side. He kicks it to Sanders. That's tipped. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
Got to get their defense in gear.
Now here is Harris. 13 points in the game. And he gets it to go. 15 points in the game.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Chalmers with it. It's a 3-point game. For Brooklyn, they had made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And the team free throw numbers for this club this season, very impressive. About 80% from the line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Here's Harris. Here's Knight. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Nice option determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation,
and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we've reached the end of the third. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Bucks leading by 5. So for Brooklyn now, down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Williams is out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Terry in at the small forward.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Augustin. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Sanders. Lopez.
It seems for the past few years, the only time you heard about Brook Lopez's name was in what the Nets would give up for Dwight Howard. I mean, well, all of that talk goes away now, at least for a minute, because he signed that extension with the Nets. And because of that, I think he was more comfortable, and it showed in his production on the floor.
And so he makes both from the line.
It's been a good night for Brook Lopez. 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Brook Lopez, a max contract going into last season. It raised some eyebrows for sure, but the way he's elevated his game, it looks like right now at least he's been worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree with that. First-time All-Star, he improved as a shot blocker and a rebounder. And, I thought he should have gotten maybe some votes at least for most improved player last season. A big reason why the Nets improved so much.
That's a good point. He hits both from the strike.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
Williams against Harris. Rejected by Sanders. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Knight. Lopez outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams missing again.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
There's the dish to Ilyasova. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the Bucks lead by 9.
They've done some nice work as we come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
I'll say they're looking very determined as they try to close this one out.
And Augustine kicks to Williams. From 12 feet out. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Garnett having a good, he's got 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. So he hits both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Williams against Harris. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. You gotta play hard, guys. Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Feeds it to Sanders. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 11. Sanders with the screen on Terry. Harris with him. Williams picks him up. Harris against Williams. Lets it go from 14. Harris misses.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Puts up the baby hook, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Nets trailed by 11. The open shot by Johnson. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Williams against Harris. Outside Mayo. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Here's Harris. Harris missing again. Nets trail by 9. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He'd like them to start playing a more conservative brand of basketball on the defensive end instead of what he calls the reckless kind they have been playing. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Williams. And it's Johnson penetrating. Back to Williams. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson. 10 points for Darren Williams.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Harris up top. He's guarded by Williams. Harris outside. Johnson over to help. Harris kicks to Ilyasova. It's stolen by Garnett. Williams with the ball, picked up by Harris. From the arc, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Darren Williams.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively. You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Johnson over to help. Harris passing to Mayo. Back to Harris, expanding his range. That's good. Harris has got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
The screen for Williams. Nice D from Ilyasova.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Harris misses.
The defender had the position and the height. Even when you use the fadeaway, it's tough to overcome that.
Here's Terry. Over Sanders. Oh, that's blocked. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris with it. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Harris a screen on Johnson. Pocket 6. The timely screen gave him a step and he took it all the way. And now a 10-point Bucks lead and a new group in for the Nets. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Taylor dishes to Teletovic for 3. They get a hand on it. Now Delfino. Delfino gets a screen from Harris. Here's Delfino, and so it's Bucks taking care of this one. Over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, congratulations on the win, Brandon. And what did you guys do well tonight that helped contribute to your success?
We just stay focused. Today we were able to continue to, try to stick to our game plan, get stops, and, just continue to crash the boards. We were able to stay true to what we practice and, what we believe in.
It all came together for you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Shane.
coming out party for you. Do you think you put the league on notice?
Not really. I'm still learning respect in this league. Sure, I had a decent game, but I'm not gonna let it go to my head. I'm happy I was able to apply some of what I... I'm pretty tired. I got that early shoot around tomorrow, you know? Yeah, man. I really want to. I can't, man. You know, I know how it goes. I gotta be 110% for tomorrow, man.
Alright, so if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris. On the next episode, we will be wrestling the Utah Jazz. Sometimes after the video, what I be doing is I be going to settings and checking out the NBA.com, and it have a schedule where I can look at all the teams that I verse. So I do that every single time my phone reaches 44% on my phone. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. But I'm gonna keep posting videos. Don't worry about that. You in good hands. I just want y'all to enjoy the gameplay. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. But remember, next episode we're gonna go against the Utah Jazz. But my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris.